This week on Wonky Times, a haunted Disney-themed statue sparks urban legends and a very unfortunate toe-related incident. Ouchie, someone got a boo-boo. Plus, Matt chats with YouTuber Robert about strange Disney movie myths hiding in classic animated films. Wonky Times begins now, nerds. It's party time.
Meanwhile, let me pass on the good word about the new
Wonky Times.
Hey, welcome to the show, dorks. It's Matt and RoboBrian.
Takes one to know one.
Know what?
To know a dork.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
It takes a dork to know a dork.
Okay, Pee Wee Herman. Man, today we have a very magical episode.
Did you interview a magician?
No, I wish, but I chatted with my buddy Robert. And we talk about all the weird things that we've spotted in Disney animated films over the years, especially 90s movies.
Movies made for 90-year-olds?
No, like movies that came out in that decade, the 1990s. But anyway, before we get into that, I want to talk about something kind of scary. Ooh. All right, Brian, this one's about a Dopey statue.
The Disney character?
Yep, one of Snow White's boys. Oh. So in Mexico, there was a statue of Dopey. People called him Tontin. And it's been sitting in a park for years.
That sounds completely normal.
Yeah. It's just a nice little park statue until people started saying it was haunted. Ooh.
Of course they did.
So apparently there's this whole legend that at night it actually moves.
No way. I do not like that.
And actually something happened to this statue just the other day. And RoboBecca actually knows more about this story than we do, of course.
Hey, dudes.
Yes, what's the scoop, Becca?
So, in the middle of the night, the Dopey statue would come to life or change positions. The tall tale attached to the piece made it a popular destination for paranormal content creators and those in the know about its demonic possession. A guy named Axel Rosas ventured to the park the other day to see the legendary statue for himself.
Wait. You said the Axl Rose?
Yeah, not to be confused with the 80s hair metal god.
Oh, you said Rose says I get it. Okay, carry on.
Axel's middle of the night misadventure continued when he climbed onto the statue, but it snapped under his weight. Heavy remnants of the statue landed on Axel's foot, ultimately causing him to lose a toe. Ouchie! Workers at the park have since covered the base of the statue with a barrel, turning it into something of an altar adorned with flowers and notes, honoring the dearly departed Dopey. R.I.P. Dopey, my homie.
Yeah, ouchie. Wow, what a story, huh?
Disney should turn this one into a movie.
The guy lost his toe. How crazy.
Physics can be haunting.
Brian, we should go pay our respects to the Dopey statue.
The statue has achieved legend status.
And speaking of Disney, as I mentioned earlier, I chatted with my buddy and pro YouTuber, Robert, who's a co-host of the show Late to the Party with Vanessa. But he came on the show and we talked about the strange things that we noticed in Disney animated films. Come on, I'm not the only one who knows this stuff. But what a segue, right? We have the Dopey statue, we got Disney stuff.
You are getting really good at this, Matt.
Thanks, Brian. Here's our chat about movie myths involving Disney movies, the cartoons specifically. It's like watching the Spice Channel when you didn't have the Spice Channel when you were a kid, and you had all the weight.
Eventually it lines up perfectly. Eventually you get the whole right side.
Hey, that's a cool segue actually into what I want to talk about next, because
being curvy.
In the 90s and later, it seemed like Disney animated films were kind of like pushing boundaries or like sneaking things in because they didn't think we could pause movies or slow things down. The one that stands out the most is The Little Mermaid for a couple reasons. First, it's two different things, but they both revolve around wieners.
Of a phallic nature.
Near the end of the movie, there's a priest. He's going to marry Eric, and the evil
Vanessa is actually her name as she's undercover. Ursula.
Okay. And the priest gets an erection is what I always saw as a kid.
Ursula, I mean, she looked good.
Are you going to debunk this? or am I right?
Yeah, dude, like the way the priest walks around, dude, his knees, like, his knees are just like pushing on that robe right there. You try and wear
Just one knee?
any kind of robe and no, like, he's hunched over when he walks, it's he's decrepit. And because he's decrepit, the knees are there. And animators like to keep that in mind, they like to take that kind of care when it comes to their creators or the creations. And I feel like that is what happened in that case of the phallic emergence of Vanessa and Eric's wedding in The Little Mermaid. Now, the other thing I cannot debunk. I genuinely think the illustrators or the artists who created that cover was like, what?
This is the second thing I was going to bring up. Yeah.
Dong.
It was clearly a dong castle.
Yeah.
And I had that old VHS cover.
Same.
When I was a kid, and then they changed it over the years, right? They have a brand new.
Of course, they had to. And a lot of architecture does kind of reflect the times in terms of just a lot of it is phallic in nature. Giorgio O'Keeffe's artwork, like, there's a lot of things that do get translated and transcended into the visual imagery around us, whether it's a building or just Art Deco style. There's gonna be things like, look at the gargoyles that we used to have at the top. They also had naked angels all over, like, full blown, just letting it hang out. And go to the any of the museums in Rome and Greece and anywhere.
No one's wearing clothes.
Yeah. So you figure maybe they did not intend to draw it, maybe, but somewhere in there, maybe they were a little thirsty that day. Well, it was on the mind. They had penis on the brain.
And it was enough for them to change the artwork while VHS was still relevant, because you remember the hard, like, plastic VHS covers,
the clamshell. But I don't think they ever pulled it, though. I don't think they ever no, they pulled it. That's right. They didn't have to pull it in The Little Mermaid because that one is debatable. But they did. I know that we're jumping, but I'm going to segue it to something a little bit more on topic, which is there was another Disney movie that did get pulled for its lewdness. It's the nudity. It's straight up nudity in the actual movie. And it's not even like well done. This is literally an animator just like having a laugh. And he didn't care. And he didn't think somebody would get the 2 frames in the movie that this takes place in. But The Rescuers.
It's a good movie.
In 1999, they pulled the movie from home video to remove those frames from the movie to distribute it back out into.
And what was it though? It was
when what is it? Bianca and Bernard in Orville, when they're flying down the building, about to take off. There's quick flashes of windows behind them, and in 2 frames, it literally is like someone took an old nudie mag and just cut a picture out and literally just like put it in the frame of the window.
Yeah, because it's not even animated; it's an actual still photo of a
it's
woman.
Actual still photo, and it's the same one in 2 different frames, and they're not even sequential frames either. It's like here and then again for later on in another frame down the building. So there's no.
And that was back when that movie was made, when we didn't have home video. It was only in theaters, right? So there's no way for us to like slow down a VHS tape or a beta tape.
That's true. The projectionist probably would have noticed it maybe, and they started the tale to tell everybody. But yeah, the Rescuers, that was a big one just because it's so blatant.
Yeah.
In their placement of this erotica.
Aladdin. There's a couple things in this movie that I want to talk to you about. I'm acting like you're responsible for it.
No, but I felt very dirty when I learned about them, and I just these are ones that I just don't really have a way to debunk.
So yeah, Aladdin says something like, "Is it take off your clothes?"
Yeah, no, that's it.
He's at the balcony, right?
Yeah.
He's at Jasmine's balcony.
Raja comes up to him. So he's like, he's about to get onto the balcony, and Raja the tiger, I believe Raja is the name of the tiger, comes up and is like all up in Aladdin's face, like growling at him. And he's, whoa, back. And he's like backing up. And then it switched, like the camera is focused on like Jasmine, I believe. She's like not wanting to, heed his advances. And in the audio, it does sound like, no, hey, take off your clothes. And it's just so out of place. It feels like its own line of dialogue. Sure, it could have been Aladdin's voice actor. I always want to just say Steve, because he's Steve from Full House.
It was Steve.
Or do you think it was?
Do you think an animator went in there and or someone else on set and just
I don't know
cut in, or the audio editor?
And the only thing I can think of is he said something, and it just the way we hear it sounds like take off your clothes. Like there's music you can listen to in different ways depending on the octaves you're focused on. So it does lend itself to, it just is a misunderstanding, but it does sound like it's all like, no, take off your clothes, and then it moves on, like with and the tour moves on. But yeah, there's no way to really kind of,
I wonder if we could slow it down.
It'll just sound like, take off your clothes. But you said there were another. I was thinking of Lion King, a couple, but no, I don't remember there being another one in Aladdin.
Well, I didn't look it up, so maybe I'll bring it up anyways. Maybe whoever's listening could look it up. But I guess the genie supposedly said something to Jasmine, like a brief adult joke or something.
Well, I mean, Robin Williams, we know, is, a Hellcat. Mm-hmm. So who knows? And there's so much improv that he spouted off during the making of Aladdin. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, I haven't heard that one.
Lion King. You were talking about Lion King, though. This is a prime time for Disney to put out animated films. Like,
sure is. Yeah.
There's probably something in Beauty and the Beast also. I just don't know about it. But Lion King, it's dust in the air that spells out the word. Well, the letters are SEX.
It's, again, you can't debunk it. It very much looks like those things could line up. Just its particles,
right, at a certain time.
But it's heavy. Like, it's heavy. It's not like a particle. Like, it's not like it's like a beefy. Like, it's like in the wind. Like, it just kind of forms.
Like, if you squint, you can kind of see it easier.
You don't even have to squint. If you pause, like, it does feel like it forms and says it and then blows away. So it just feels like another animator having a laugh. And through, something that we still will have people going, what? But Disney never took it out. So I feel like if it's debatable, they're like, we'll just not mention it. And then nothing ever comes of it. But if it's obvious, then yeah, they make an attempt to get that out of there.
Like the Rescuers.
Like the Rescuer.
I can imagine like the animator sneaking in late at night when everybody else has gone home, and he spends all night animating the word sex into the dust.
And he's so proud.
And that's the end of this week's show.
Thanks for getting wonky with us.
So yeah, like always, let us know if you see anything weird out there. If you do, email us at getwonky@wonkytimes.com.
Or send us a message on Instagram at wonkytimes.
Or call us at 615-669-8240 and leave us a voicemail. We're not going to answer it, but there's a very good chance that we'll play your message on the show. So pretty cool.
Give us a ring-a-ling.
Adios. I like to do it on the couch.
I like to do it with my husband.
Heck, sometimes I do it when no one's looking. Anywhere works for me. Introducing the Wonky Times Hotline. It's so much fun. You can do it anywhere.
No way.
Yes, anywhere. Your couch, your car, your backyard. Call us, leave a voicemail, and maybe you'll hear your message on the next podcast episode. Dial 615-669-8240. Strange stories, spooky tales, and all things wonky just waiting for your voice. Again, that's 615-669-8240.
8240. Don't wait, get wonky today.